Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Welcome back to another. Um, what's the name of the show again? Cloud Gaming Scrub Down. Megu, can you turn off the light? It threw me off. Megu, light. So it threw me off. I had it all set up, and then when I looked at it, I looked all yellow, and that was because somebody turned on the light, and it made me look all yellow. But welcome back, everybody. Thank you for being here. So I was supposed to do this show earlier. I was watching Jeff do his show, his retro. I think he was playing Lego. He said he did the original Lego on the GameCube, and then he played on XCloud, I believe. So, anyways, I was watching for a little bit, and then my brother's here visiting. He's going to be running the Honolulu Marathon on Sunday, and so we came home. He said he was going to rest for a little bit, so I was going to do it then. And then by the time I was ready to stream, he wanted to go and check out Waikiki for a little bit. So I figured I'll save it for later since he's only going to be here a few days. Want to take advantage of it. And yeah, in fact, I even tried to start vlogging again, but I'm kind of out of the habit, out of the yeah, I'm just not used to vlogging because I haven't vlogged in a while. So I took the camera. I took about 30 seconds of nothing, and then I don't even think I got him on video. So I got to practice that. But yeah, for this show, we're gonna change things a little bit. So normally, what I do is I search for um, cloud gaming on Google, and then I go through each of the pages or each of the result pages, and then anything that kind of piques my interest, click on it, try to read it for you guys, see if you can learn something new. The problem with doing with searching cloud gaming is that anything that has to do with gaming kind of pops up. So there's more pages. It's a lot of repeat articles. It tends to be a little bit more mainstream than just Google Stadia, because it worked pretty good with Google Stadia since it was very specific. So at some point, I might change it to like GFN. If I decide to go with GFN as my main, or I might go with Xbox Cloud Gaming. But right now, as long as it's generic with the X or with the Cloud Gaming, then my results are going to be pretty, like I said, generic, pretty broad. And so what I decided to do for this show is I went through before the show and I picked some articles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10 articles. We're gonna go through them, see how interesting they are. 10 or 11, something like that. See how interesting they are, and then once I'm done with those articles, then I'm gonna show you guys some of the games that came out on Epic and Prime Gaming, and that's it. We're gonna end the show right there, just to see how it works. I don't know. The last couple of shows, I felt like they were dragging a little bit, just because we had to kind of read through the results pages and the same story over and over and over again, which was the case when I was picking the articles. But now I have 10 completely different articles that we can go through. And so, yeah, a lot of these statistical articles that I used to love, it seemed to be very repetitive, since it takes a long time for statistics to change. So I kind of avoided those. And so, yeah, we're gonna go through them, and let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you think about this new format, where what I mean. I prep the articles instead of searching while you guys are here, and just to see how Let me know what you guys think. Alrighty then. So I contemplating also playing some music, but I remember that sometimes I get good little snippets of an article, and I would just pull it out, and I guess I can. I guess I can just play the whole thing. Whatever I find interesting. But we'll see. I'll test it out first before I do that. All right. So first article: you can now play select Ubisoft games on PC via Amazon Luna without channel subscriptions. So it's kind of interesting because so if you guys didn't know, Luna was Amazon was letting some people go. Amazon Luna was losing some some workers, some employees. So everybody started getting nervous about the potential of maybe Amazon Luna shutting down following the Stadia shutdown announcement, because it's still alive and kicking. And so people were kind of worried about it. And then this came out, right? So before this announcement, you basically subscribe to different channels on Amazon Luna. Luna Plus had the mainstream games, which to me they were very kind of like dark leaning games. A lot of I don't know, like zombie game, not zombie. Yeah, a lot of like just dark titles. I don't know how to explain it. Um, what did it? I'm not very good with terms, but anyways. So to me, it felt very specific. Then you had the family channel, a lot of kids games. Then you had the I think it's a box Jackbox Party channel, which is basically all games from Jackbox. And then you had the retro channel, a lot of older games. And so I never really liked that model because you could never buy games, and it was just so many channels that it got confusing. Well, that they changed that. Okay, so I'm gonna read the article in a little bit, but they changed this just so I can kind of uh, share what I know, and then hopefully the article mentions some stuff that maybe I left out. And so the main change is that it seems like all the channels got combined. So now it's $9.99 for most of the games, the 200 plus games that it had. Remember, it had 300. Another reason people were worried is that they were losing 40 something games, almost 50 games in December. So everybody's kind of worried. But now that this came out and they're saying that all these games are part of one channel, then it makes a little bit more sense, because you get one channel, but it was 200 and something games. So that's one thing. And the other thing is that because Ubisoft Plus was a channel available, then I guess they made it easy. They made a deal with Ubisoft so that if you own a game on Ubisoft Connect or Ubisoft PC, then you can play those Ubisoft games that Luna offers and that you own on Ubisoft. What I think is interesting is that if you purchase if you purchased Ubisoft Plus from Amazon, it's $18 because you're getting the cloud version, the one that allows you to play on Luna and Stadia. If you buy the Ubisoft Plus from the Ubisoft website for PC, I think that's $15, $14.99, $15. I have the $15. I'm not paying for the cloud version, which is the $18. I'm paying the $15, $3 less, and I can access those games on Luna now. So it makes me wonder, what's the point of the cloud version, $18 one? You can just sign up for Ubisoft Plus PC, and then you have access to the game. So maybe it's something they didn't think about, they didn't catch, or maybe they did and they just haven't really clarified it. Or maybe Ubisoft is going to drop the cloud version, the $17.99 one. I'm not sure what's going on, but anyways, that's a little insight on that I thought was interesting. I've never subscribed to the idea of Amazon's Luna channel membership model. To be frank, I think it's a ploy to nickel and dime users under the guise of offering more choice. I'm sure some of you prefer it to Stadia's one and done subscription model, but I'm not that type of gamer. Yeah, me neither. Announced just this week, you can now sync and stream Ubisoft games you've purchased directly from the game publisher right through Luna without needing to pay for a channel subscription. This type of partnership between two companies is becoming increasingly common, and the end user always benefits from it. In other words, I see this as an absolute win. I agree. I think it's good for us. As previously stated, players were required to have a subscription to Amazon Luna in order to access play Ubisoft games on their PC. However, there is a catch. Yes, allowing gamers to do this without signing up for Luna provides more exposure to the platform and higher potential for future signups, but there's more to it. Also, I think you have to have Amazon Prime, so that's still a requirement. In order to cloud stream your Ubisoft games to the web browser, you'll still need an Amazon Prime subscription. Well, there's the kicker. Amazon wants to keep you in its ecosystem, of course. And while you may not be paying your Luna direct, you're indirectly doing so by paying a different Amazon bill. I mean, that's fine depending on who you are, as a Prime provides way more benefits for the one cost. So bundling it all together is still a net positive. Yeah, I think it makes more sense. I think that's why uh, Google should have bundled Stadia with the Pixel packets, with the cell phone and the headphones and the Pixel Watch. That would have made a lot more sense. You buy those three, you get free Stadia as long as you own those devices. Because I bought a Pixel just for Stadia, and now I'm not stuck with it, but that kind of backfired a little bit. One great benefit I see as well with this partnership is letting players access their Ubisoft games on multiple devices through Luna web app. Overall, the ability to play Ubisoft. Let me drink some water. Hold on. I've been talking all day today. Overall, they missed a space. The ability to play Ubisoft games on PC without any downloads or updates will be a welcome change for those who are fans of the open world Assassin's Creed and Far Cry titles, as well as the vast array of other games in the company's catalog. Oh, there is one reason left to stick with Luna Plus over a Prime subscription. Those who play often will be given priority access with less wait times, whereas those without it will have to wait in queue during peak hours, or times when many others are also playing. I'm personally not very excited about investing in cloud gaming after Stadia was pronounced dead, but I'm keeping a watchful eye on its competitors. It did kind of caused me to backtrack a little bit with Stadia shutting down. But my computer's still old, my laptop's still old, my phone is kind of not great, so I don't really have a lot of options other than the Switch that I have, and then cloud gaming. Amazon Luna Cloud Gaming Services announced. Okay, so that's the first story. Let me know what you guys think about that. Let me know if you guys enjoy this better than going through the result pages with us. So now this one is it's not a cloud gaming story per se. It's a Fortnite game article, and the only reason I picked it up is because last Friday was the last show was on Friday before the release of the new chapter, which the ending event, culminating event was on Saturday, and then Sunday was the start of chapter 4. So I just wanted to bring this up in case you guys weren't aware. I can play the trailer if you want. If this is basically the new, this is the new chapter right here. They also played it during the Game Awards. I haven't gotten on a bike, but I have played it. I'm level 6 now, I think. It does look good. I do like some of the new weapons. Wow, I wish I could do that. Oh, you know what? I just realized I'm gonna get copyright strike. Well, that sucks. Okay, so let me mute that so we keep watching. Yeah. Oh, you only need 10 seconds before you get tagged. Womp, womp, womp. So that's The Witcher 3, which is going to bring us to another story later on. Another article. And I mean, I don't know where that hammer comes from, if that's a Witcher 3 hammer or what, but it's okay. I used it a few times. It's fun. Are these guys getting a one-shot kills? You know what I mean? Yeah. So anyways, that's it. I can't play the sound. I didn't realize it. But yeah, that's chapter 4. This guy's a huge Fortnite player, man. I think he has, look at that, 1.1 million views. That's crazy. 59.6 million. Wow. Anyways, so that's it right there. All right, you guys can hear me, right? That'd be funny if this whole time I was talking and nothing. All right, so again, this isn't cloud gaming news per se. Uh-oh. What happened right here? What happened? Okay. Um, but it is gaming news. So let's see. So the winners of the Game Awards 2022 and where to buy them. So we've got God of War won a bunch of awards. These are the games that won the Game Awards 2022 plus where to buy them. Reviewed Sony, the Game Awards, Microsoft. Recommendations are independently chosen by reviewers, editors, blah 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 blah. Step aside, related. Holiday winners of the Game Awards. Game of the Year winner Elden Ring. Best Game Direction Elden Ring. Best Narration God of War. Best Art Director Elden Ring. Best Score Music God of War. Best Audio Design God of War. Best Performance God of War. Games for Impact as Dusk Falls. Best Ongoing Game Final Fantasy 14 Online. I never played that. Play free trial. Best Indie Game Stray. I kind of saw that one and I knew it was going to win. Best Debut Indie Game Stray. Wow. Best Movie Game Marvel Snap. That just came out. It's already winning. Best Community Support Final Fantasy 14. Best VR AR Game Moss Book 2. I don't know what that is. Innovation and Accessibility God of War. Best Action Game Bayonetta. Best Action Adventure Game God of War. Best RPG Elden Ring. Best Fighting Game Multiverses. Best Family Game Kirby and the Forgotten Land. Okay. Best Sports Racing Game Gran Turismo. Best Sim Strategy Game Mario plus Rabbids Sparks of Hope. Best Multiplayer Game Splatoon 3. I saw that and I have it. Content Creator of the Year Ludwig. I have never seen any of his stuff. Best Esports Athlete Jacob Ye White Whitaker. Cloud9 Valorant. Okay. Best Esports Coach Mathis Bizka Rasconi. Loud and Valorant. Best Esports Event 2022 League of Legends World Championship. Best Esports Game Valorant. Best Esports Team Loud Valorant. Most Anticipated Game The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. Best Adaptation winner Arcane League of Legends. Video games deals. Okay. 45. Okay. Games are expensive. So those are the winners. A lot of Elden Rings, a lot of God of War. Two games that are not in the cloud and I have not played. So we'll see. Right now at this moment, I don't really have to play any specific games. So I'm good just with whatever I have. But I think at some point, once I find my groove, the game a games type that I prefer, I'm probably gonna start anticipating games. Like right now, I am anticipating Breath of Lord of the Ring. Oh my gosh, was the Lord of the Rings or the Zelda Legend of Zelda? So I'm kind of anticipating the next version. I guess Breath of the Wild 2, which they said the name, but I can't remember. But for now, anyways, when that time comes, then I'll probably buy. I don't know, most likely an Xbox, but I don't know. This week at Ubisoft, Valiant Hearts sequel announced. Rainbow Six Siege and For Honor begin new seasons. Far Cry 6 and Anno 1800 released new expansions. So this is like a sim, right? You just build a city. I'm gonna try that. I'll have it on GFN. What is this? Hindi news. Oh, I think this is what was this? I think this was a story about Amazon Prime coming to India. I'm not sure. Microsoft patent features Xbox controller with LCD screen. Ooh, let's check that out. I love patent stuff. What is this? Oh, that is not what I was. I thought it was a picture of the controller, but it's not. This one right here. So it's gonna have an LCD screen right here. I mean, it looks pretty similar to the what they have now. Oh, cloud-based gaming system. Oh, look at that. That's why it popped up. Paired with local gaming system. Paired with remote cloud-based gaming system. That's pretty cool. So they're gonna have their own Wi-Fi controller then. It's gotta be what that means, right? It's gotta be. Okay, so that's good. Death Stranding 2 confirmed with a very Hideo Kojima trailer. So I saw this one and I knew that it was Death Stranding, but I couldn't think of the name because they just said DS2. But yeah, I haven't played the first one, so yeah, I don't really have an opinion about this one. I guess it's good. It sounds like one of the games that I would enjoy just kind of walking around. Stadia Dev Node teardown shows off the hardware Google sent to developers. So I saw part of the video, but the guy was a Stadia hater from the beginning. I remember seeing other videos where he tore down the controller, and he's just a negative Nelly, and it kind of makes me it kind of got me to the point where, oh, that's a different guy. This is the one that I saw. So this guy is kind of a little irritating. So I guess he's popular, but he kept fixing his hair like this, and like I'm like, oh my god, bro, just tie it down, man. So so I think I watched like 5 minutes and I gave up. But let's see what this guy has. Hey Kai, what's up? You getting negativity, negative Nelly? Yeah, he was a negative Nelly. You getting ready to? Are you going home? I was talking to you while I was playing a game yesterday, and so your soft was a little, your voice was a little softer than the game that I was playing. So sometimes I would hear, and sometimes I wouldn't because of the special effects or whatever.
Even if it takes years. But this time, everything's in the cloud. So next month, when Google presses that button, it's gone. Or is it? See, the thing about rug pulling an entire industry of passionate creatives is that someone is going to end up salty enough to say,
not money,
screw it to your NDA and talk to the press. And we found one such someone.
They sold the thing.
We not only got our hands on extensive documentation and screen captures so that we can preserve this important little piece of gaming history, but we also got a Stadia development node, a piece of hardware designed to play
no.
Stadia cloud games, but from right in front of you.
Wow.
Time really is a flat circle, isn't it? I had no idea that these things even existed, but they do, and we're going to be taking a close look.
So it's like
you know what else exists? This message from our sponsor,
Hetzner. Hetzner offers.
So it's like
when you create a game,
it's like Stadia Cloud, but at the house.
Assets are often version controlled by Perforce and stored on a local server as well as on your own workstation. As you develop, team members submit their changes to the server, and new builds get created for QA to test. These builds are then loaded onto dev kits that will attempt to run them locally on pre-production hardware. That's pretty much the workflow that we've shown before. And the process with Stadia game development was similar, but with a key difference. And that's that for most developers, there is no local testing hardware at all. Instead, you would have to submit your build and wait for it to transfer to Google's servers, a process that could take up to 40 minutes for, wait for it, about 2 gigabytes of content. For context, a 60 gigabyte game should take just a few minutes to load onto a dev kit console as long as you've got good infrastructure. Talk about an efficiency nightmare. There are workarounds if you're desperate. Someone can make a change in Unity, for example, and then just try it on their development workstation to see if it works. But to properly verify, you need to run it on the same hardware that the user will have in a built package. That's why in a typical studio, most devs would have their own console, or more than one console, at their desk, so they can quickly verify changes. Of course, that version of things, where Stadia doesn't have local dev kits, doesn't really jive with the existence of this, does it? Well, when these slow transfer speeds become an insurmountable problem for you, you can actually reach out to Google and request a local dev node like this one, which is basically a Stadia cloud server that sits right on your desk. As far as our friend could tell, they didn't just hand them out to anyone though. You had to justify why you needed one. And even once you were approved, the experience wasn't exactly white glove. For example, they asked Google about providing controllers, and the reply was a link to the product page where they could buy them for MSRP.
That's funny.
Nice. So,
that's funny.
To the product page where
Mr. Google.
They could buy them for MSRP. Nice. So, with all that work out of the way, what exactly is it that you get in the mail? On the surface, it appears to be a Stadia-branded Lenovo ThinkStation, but maybe we're going to find something more interesting on the inside.
You can tell they opened it before.
What are we looking at here? Well, it isn't getting less standard looking. I love that Lenovo does their front I/O on an actual hard PCB instead of with wires. So that's pretty cool for cable management. Wow, 64 gigs of RAM, that's a lot for a gaming PC. I wonder if that's just Lenovo's minimum spec. Mind you, you'd think if they're ordering enough to customize the branding on the front. That's apparently really easy to do. Modular. Even the CPU's only a 6-core, meaning that this thing has pretty pedestrian specs other than, obviously having a workstation class GPU in it. And even this workstation GPU
Radeon
is
Pro.
not exactly a powerful one. Not that we'll have any way of knowing that for sure, because unfortunately we couldn't find any reference to the Radeon Pro V320 on AMD's site whatsoever. And in fact, the only resource we could find was a Tech PowerUp page that had different specs listed than the card that we have. The page says 16 gigs of RAM, but ours apparently only has 8, so it's actually even worse than a basic V320. You know what's not bad? Is our basic blank. How could it be useful for development? Well, it's because it's not for actually doing development. Like a console dev kit, this station is for testing to see how your game is going to run. It's not for making the game, so it makes sense that you would want a test node that isn't too powerful. You'd want something that's as close to the servers that Google is using to run the service as possible. That way, what the dev sees there at their station should be representative of the end user experience. Now, obviously, an army of Lenovo ThinkStations isn't exactly what Google is using in their data centers. They actually confirmed the hardware specs for Stadia, and we know that each of their servers can run 4 1080p instances. Ours can only do 1. But it seems to be pretty close, erring on the side of not as powerful. Our dev friend who sent us the node mentioned that with how well some games ran at 1080p through the cloud, the data center nodes might actually have better GPUs. And I guess obviously the 4K nodes would be substantially better than this, but we weren't able to get our hands on one of those. Hey, look at that, you got Stadia splash screen in the BIOS.
This is what happens.
This is it?
The fan gets louder.
Oh, okay. Fan's ramping up. Can fit so much fan in this bad boy. And that's actually as far as we're gonna get with the software.
What?
If we connected this Ethernet cable, it might boot up, but our kit would immediately phone home, reporting a location that is hundreds or thousands of kilometers from where it's supposed to be, and our friend would get a nasty letter in the mail from Google's lawyers. But that doesn't mean our adventure is over. If we could plug it into a network and launch a game, it might look a little something like this. You launch the Stadia Partner Portal on your PC and select a node from the pool. It'll either be a remote one or your local one if you're so lucky. Once it's reserved, you then create an instance of your game by selecting the application and which version of it you want to launch. There's a 1 terabyte drive in our node, so you can store plenty of iterations of your project as long as you have the space. You select which endpoint you want your instance to launch from, and boom, we're in. At this point, you're testing your game like you would on any other dev kit. Pretty cool. But this local node actually still suffers from a problem that the main servers at Google also have. When you're testing unfinished software.
Okay. I think I milked enough of his video. I'm interested on it, so I'm going to watch it later, but there you go. So, yeah, they broke this down. I thought there was going to be a video about this guy. Not interested, but this guy's pretty good. So, all right. So, the hunt is on. The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt next gen update coming to GeForce Now. So, I bought this game because everybody kept talking about it. It sounded really good, and it was super cheap. I think it was like $7 or something. And so I got it, and I guess it's going to be automatically updated. And yeah, I'll be able to play it. Let's go. Game library sync not supported. Automatic sign in, Fortnite only. 15 games sync. Oh, did they change it? The GeForce Now up begins rolling out this week with support for syncing Ubisoft Connect accounts with your GeForce Now library. Oh, okay. Let me see if I have that. In fact, let me check over here. Hold on. Give me a quick second. Is it only on the app, or can I do it on the browser? We're gonna find out right now. Settings and nope. Only Steam. In Steam, I got 99 games. It says 99. Not yet. Okay. So yeah, I brought this one up to just remind you guys that right now it's really cheap, and we're about to get a next gen update soon. Is it the 14th? Where's it at? This week. Today, members can stream new seasons of Fortnite and blah blah blah. Oh, this is the Nvidia one. Okay. Yeah, December 14th. CD Projekt Red released a next gen update for The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt Complete Edition on Wednesday, December 14th. The update is free for anyone who owns the game on Steam, Epic Games, or GOG.com, and GeForce Now members can take advantage of upgraded visual across nearly all their devices. Okay, so December 14th, if you have the game, you get a free update. I forget, what was this one? Yes, 5G brings cloud gaming to Malaysia via GeForce Now. So I guess, yes, 5G is a phone company, a cell phone company, and they are basically like the franchisor of GFN in Malaysia. So GFN is now in Malaysia. Good to know. If you guys are going there, Google Stadia refunds are finally available. Here's how to get yours. So it should have been automatic. I brought this one up because I couldn't remember if I covered it last week. But yeah, all the software refunds should have either been refunded through either your credit card if it's still active, your Google Play points, which might have put you in the negative points, which they fixed, I think. Or if the credit card, whatever payment you use is not available, that you should have gotten an email that asks you to put another card so that they can refund it there, something like that. And then if you bought hardware, I'm assuming it's the same thing. But yeah, so those should have been done already. And yeah, kind of early. I didn't think I was going to go through those articles that fast, but yeah, so the other thing is that now, so I covered this before, but I'm going to cover it again. So normally what I do on Thursdays around 8 a.m. my time, I go to the Epic Store, epicgames.com, and then I claim these free games. So right now it's 2. We knew this was going to be one of them. I can't remember if this one was listed too. It looks like a mystery game is going to be available next Thursday. It's probably going to be every day for like a week or so till Christmas. But it's going to be a mystery game, which is always fun. And so normally what I do is I collect these 2 games here, and then I go to browse. I go to price, and I click on free, and that normally, and you gotta kind of scan through, so like see how PUBG shows up now. So you wouldn't have known unless you do this, or you go through the main page of things at the bottom. So PUBG is now on Epic. Before it was just on Steam, and it's free. Obviously Saints Row is free. This game is free, and it just came up. This came up a couple weeks ago, I think. And if you keep going, there's gonna be some other ones, because what happens is they're gonna get listed on here by release date to the Epic Store. So you want to kind of scroll through and see if there's any games, like for example. And so normally what I do is, if I'm not super sure if I claimed it or not, I just I'll touch control, and then I'll click on that so that I can double check to make sure that I got it. I go to the next page, I go through, and then I check to see if I claimed all of these, which I think I did. And if I can't remember, then like I said, I do that, and then I'll double check. So this one right here, EVE Online, see, I didn't get that one, so I'll get this one. Okay. Actually, you know what? I think I did, because I'm not signed in. So anyways, it was, if you have it in the library, it would show up, but I'm not signed in because I'm using an incognito window. And then, so you collect you claim all the games that you can, and then you're done with that. And after that, I go to, if you have Amazon Prime, you can go to Prime Gaming, and then you will have some games that are free. So right now, it is these right here. So we got Quake, Spinch, Desert Child, Brothers, A Tale of Two Sons. And so you have a bunch of games that you can claim for free. I claimed all of them already, so I'm good. And then there's add-ons that you can claim, DLC and stuff. So all this right here, you can claim all of this. Like I said, I claimed everything. And normally, even if I don't play the game, like for example, I don't have, let's see, I do not have New World, I think. I don't have New World, but I'll still claim it, so that if I ever do get New World, then it's already kind of in my account, you know what I mean? So when I log in and I sync everything up, it should pop up. And that is it, I believe. Fauna Fair Adventure Pass. Did I claim that one? I don't remember. All right, guys, so that is it. I'm gonna watch this game, this video for some more, and yeah, hopefully you enjoy this. If you did, hit that like button. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Let me know what you think about this new format in the comment section below, and I appreciate you guys hanging out. I'm probably gonna come back in a little bit. I feel like I'm gonna fall asleep, but probably gonna come back. If I don't fall asleep, I'll come back and do some game streaming, and hopefully I'll see you then. But that's it for today. Thank you, appreciate it, and I'll see you next time. Bye.